For many adult cruisers, the dream vacation is all about peace and relaxation, without kids running around and breaking the tranquility. That's exactly why Calypso Lagoon at Carnival's new Celebration Key in the Bahamas has been such a hit. It's a private space designed just for guests 18 and older, featuring a freshwater lagoon, a swim-up bar, a swing seat bar, beach access, and plenty of relaxing amenities. Guests could even upgrade their experience by reserving a private floating water daybed for $119.99 per day for 2 people, making it one of the most popular add-ons at Celebration Key. But starting September 6th, 2025, that's about to change. Carnival announced that teens ages 13 and up will now be allowed to use the water daybeds and enjoy the surrounding area, removing the previous adults-only restriction. But before we dive into the main topic, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to help me reach my first milestone of 5,000 subscribers, and like if you find the video useful. It really means a lot and gives me the motivation to keep improving both the content and video editing. Thank you so much. The update came through an email to guests who had already booked. Thank you for purchasing the water daybed at Calypso Lagoon Swim-Up Bar 18+ as part of your upcoming visit to Celebration Key. We have an important update regarding the age requirement for this experience. Effective September 6th, 2025, we are updating the age requirement to 13 years and older, allowing a broader range of guests to enjoy the space. Not everyone is happy about the change. One passenger, Krista Grimsley, expressed her frustration on Carnival brand ambassador John Heald's Facebook page, saying, "I got an email from Carnival saying the Calypso Lagoon 18+ section is now going to be 13+ starting in September. Why is this changing? This is disappointing, honestly." Heald didn't give an official reason, but he reassured cruisers that the atmosphere wouldn't be ruined. "Please don't let it worry you. The area is so vast and so huge that you won't have hordes of children running around disturbing you. It isn't like that at all." He also reminded guests that anyone unhappy with the change can request a full refund for their water daybed reservation. Of course, you have the right to get a full refund, and if you do, there are still so many areas available. Plus, complimentary sunbeds and umbrellas are included if you'd prefer to relax elsewhere. Some cruisers suspect this move is part of a strategy to push more guests toward Pearl Cove Beach Club, a premium, adults-only retreat at Celebration Key. Pearl Cove offers a truly private 18+ experience with cozy striped umbrellas, luxury sunbeds, an infinity pool, in-water loungers, and its own swim-up bar. Entry starts at $99.99 per person. Alongside Carnival Cruise Line's policy updates, Royal Caribbean has also recently introduced clear changes regarding passengers who fail to show up for the specialty dining reservations they had previously made. If you've ever cruised with Royal Caribbean, you know how much of a highlight their specialty dining restaurants can be. From sizzling steaks at Chop's Grill to authentic Italian flavors at Giovanni's Italian Kitchen or the sushi experience at Izumi, these restaurants often end up being the must-try dining options on board. But here's the problem. Reservations aren't always easy to get. With limited seating and sky-high demand, it's not uncommon for popular venues to book out fast, sometimes leaving eager guests without a chance to experience them. And now, Royal Caribbean is cracking down on one of the biggest issues that makes this worse: guests booking tables but never showing up. In an email to travel agents, Royal Caribbean confirmed that they will begin charging a no-show fee for guests who reserve a table at a specialty restaurant but fail to show up without canceling in advance. According to the cruise line, we will be implementing charges for no-shows at specialty dining reservations across the fleet. Our goal is to preserve these limited seats for clients eager to experience our exclusive, limited-capacity dining options. By encouraging guests to honor their reservations, we aim to enhance the overall experience. Update excludes your clients who have an existing dining package or booked in star-class suites. In short, if you book a specialty restaurant and don't turn up without canceling, expect to pay a fee. The decision comes as demand for specialty dining has skyrocketed in recent years, and with some of Royal Caribbean's newest dining concepts being very small in size, the issue has become even more pressing. Royal Railway, only 48 seats. Empire Supper Club, just 38 seats. When someone makes a reservation but doesn't show, it often means those precious seats go unused, even though other guests were eager to book. Not only does this lead to frustration among passengers, but it also represents a lost revenue opportunity for the cruise line. By introducing this new policy, Royal Caribbean is hoping to cut down on wasted reservations and make sure those who really want to dine at these exclusive venues get the chance. However, not everyone will be impacted by the no-show fee. A few groups of guests are exempt. The first is guests with dining packages. If you've purchased a dining package, such as the unlimited dining package or the 3-night dining package, you won't be charged a no-show fee. Since your meals are already prepaid, there's no lost revenue for the cruise line if you skip a reservation. The second is Star Class suite guests. Star Class, the most luxurious and expensive suite category on Royal Caribbean, includes perks like unlimited specialty dining, Royal Genie concierge service, and priority reservations. Because their experience is fully inclusive, Star Class guests won't face any no-show penalties. This means the new rule is primarily aimed at guests who make individual a la carte reservations at specialty restaurants. While some cruisers may be frustrated by this change, it's easy to see why Royal Caribbean is doing it. Specialty dining seats are limited, popular, and profitable. An empty table isn't just a missed meal, it's a missed opportunity for both the cruise line and other guests. So, how does this policy affect your cruise planning? With Royal Caribbean's new no-show fee for specialty dining, guests will need to be more intentional when making reservations. Gone are the days of casually booking just in case and deciding later whether to show up. Now, that unused reservation could cost you money. The good news, you can still cancel without penalty. Both the Cruise Planner tool, before your trip, and the Royal Caribbean app, while on board, make it simple to change or cancel reservations if your plans shift. Double-check your schedule before booking, especially if you've got shore excursions, entertainment, or other activities that could overlap. Many cruisers accidentally miss dinner reservations because of timing conflicts. A little planning goes a long way in avoiding unnecessary fees. If you're wondering whether Royal Caribbean is being too strict, you should know they're not the first cruise line to enforce these kinds of rules. Norwegian requires cancellations at least 24 hours in advance. Cancel later than that, and you'll be charged the full price of the meal. On top of that, NCL only holds your table for 15 minutes past your reservation time. After that, your table is released and you'll still be charged. Carnival is a bit more lenient overall, but still enforces fees for certain premium dining experiences. For Chef's Table, Bonsai Teppanyaki, and the Thing 1 and Thing 2 character breakfast, you'll be charged the full price if you cancel within 48 hours of your reservation or don't show up at all. In short, Royal Caribbean's move isn't surprising. It's part of a broader trend across the cruise industry to maximize limited specialty dining space and reduce no-shows. If you love trying specialty dining at sea, this change means a little extra planning and responsibility. Make sure your dinner plans don't clash with evening shows or shore excursions, and always cancel if you can't make it. At the end of the day, it's about fairness, freeing up tables for fellow cruisers, and ensuring restaurants don't sit half-empty while other guests are left without a seat. You think you just scored an amazing cruise deal for only a few $100s, but then, when the final bill arrives, the number staring back at you makes you want to jump straight overboard. Carnival Cruise Line, the largest cruise company in the world, carrying millions of passengers each year, constantly advertises irresistible sailings at prices that make anyone eager to book. What many travelers don't realize, however, is that hidden fees can quietly turn a dream vacation into a financial nightmare. And this isn't just a Carnival trick, it's the unspoken rule across the entire cruise industry. The good news is, with the right strategies, you can dodge or control these costs and still enjoy a luxurious getaway at sea without draining your wallet. So, what hidden traps are waiting for you on board, and how do you avoid them? When you book a Carnival cruise, all the all-in-one savings deals look like a big win. At least until you start noticing the sneaky extra charges that, depending on your choices, can quickly double or even triple your onboard bill. From mandatory gratuities to internet access, sailing with Carnival can get expensive if you don't stick to what's already included in your base fare. In recent months, Carnival Cruise Line has faced a wave of criticism over its pricing policies, which many passengers call non-transparent and designed to squeeze extra money out of guests. Countless cruisers have voiced frustration, saying Carnival is turning what should be a budget-friendly vacation into a spending nightmare. The controversy deepened when charges at Celebration Key, Carnival's brand new private island, were described by some passengers as so outrageous it's unbelievable, despite Carnival promoting it as one of the best value deals at sea. This raises an important question. Is there actually a way to avoid falling into this financial trap? The answer starts with understanding the difference between mandatory fees, the ones you can't escape, and optional fees, the ones you can absolutely control, if you know how. There's no way to avoid mandatory fees on Carnival Cruise Line. One of the biggest is the gratuity charge, $16 per person per day for standard cabins, and $18 per person per day for suites. You can prepay this amount or have it automatically added to your onboard sail and sign account. The money is pooled and distributed among the crew, including stateroom attendants, dining staff, chefs, and other service employees. Of course, you can always tip extra if you feel a crew member provided exceptional service. Another unavoidable expense is taxes, fees, and port charges imposed by the government and port authorities. Even though Carnival's website often advertises all taxes and fees included, these charges are set by third parties, such as port agencies, and cover things like docking, security, and inspections. Depending on the itinerary, they typically range from $150 to $350 or more per passenger. Cruises to destinations like Alaska usually come with the highest port charges. 1. Optional expenses. Beyond the mandatory costs, Carnival offers a wide range of optional add-ons. These extras can quickly inflate your final bill, but the choice is entirely yours. Indulge if you want to enhance your trip, or skip them completely if you're traveling on a budget. Carnival is more than happy to upsell, but you're the one in control of how much you actually spend. 2. Beverage package. Carnival's popular Cheers beverage package covers most alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks on board. The price comes to about $69.95 per person per day when purchased in advance, plus an automatic 18% service charge. If you drink often, it might save you money, but if you're a light drinker, sticking with the free options like iced tea, lemonade, filtered water, or drip coffee could be a smarter move. 3. Corkage fees. Speaking of drinks, many cruise lines, including Carnival, allow passengers to bring a limited amount of wine or champagne on board. But there's a catch. If you open your bottle outside of your cabin, you'll likely be charged a corkage fee that usually starts around $15 per bottle. Carnival isn't alone here. Royal Caribbean and Princess Cruises also charge corkage fees if you bring your own wine to restaurants, lounges, or bars on board. To avoid it, enjoy your wine in your stateroom or just stick with the complimentary drinks already available. 4. Specialty dining. Your cruise fare covers plenty of meals, including access to the main dining room and the Lido Marketplace buffet, where you can enjoy breakfast, lunch, and dinner at no extra cost. Carnival also offers popular free eateries, like Guy's Burger Joint, but if you want to splurge, specialty restaurants like Gigi Asian Kitchen charge around $24 per person, plus gratuities. What's more, Carnival has recently introduced upcharges for premium dishes, like filet mignon, lobster, or surf and turf plates, even inside the main dining rooms. These can range from $17 to over $30 per entree. So how do you avoid it? Stick to the free dining options. You'll still find plenty of delicious meals without paying extra. And if you really want lobster or steak, maybe treat yourself once instead of every night. And no, you don't have to fight for chicken in the dining room like that Carnival brawl last month. I'm just kidding. Eat what makes you happy, because you deserve it. 5. Shore excursions. Excursions are a big part of the cruise experience, but they're not included in your fare. Prices start at about $75 for something simple, like a rum tasting tour, and can skyrocket to over $700 for more adventurous outings such as helicopter rides or dog sledding in Alaska. To save money, consider exploring ports on your own, or booking with a reputable local tour operator instead of through the cruise line. 6. Wi-Fi and internet access. In today's world, free Wi-Fi is standard at most hotels, so it feels logical to expect it at sea too. But for most mainstream cruise lines, including Carnival, Wi-Fi comes at a steep price. Carnival's packages start at $18.70 per day for the limited social plan, which only allows access to social media apps. The premium plan offering full internet access, can range anywhere from $21 to $84 per day, depending on the cruise. To put that into perspective, you're paying far more than your internet at home. One way to avoid this cost is to simply disconnect at sea and catch up online once you reach port. Most cruise terminals, cafes, or nearby restaurants offer free or cheap Wi-Fi. 7. Spa access fees. Modern cruise ships now feature sprawling spa complexes with heated loungers, hydrotherapy pools, steam rooms, rain showers, and even snow grottos filled with real snow. But unlike hotels where sauna access might be free, Carnival charges a hefty fee just to enter these spa areas. A week-long pass for the thermal suite costs about $199 per person, or you can buy a day pass for $49. On top of that, many fitness classes like yoga, Pilates, or spin carry an extra charge of $10 or more per session. If you're not careful, pampering yourself at the spa can rival the cost of your actual cruise ticket. These sneaky add-ons, both mandatory and optional, can quickly make your total cruise bill climb much higher than expected. For many first-time cruisers, they're the biggest wallet traps on board. But the good news is that with the right strategies, you can avoid overspending and still enjoy everything Carnival Cruise Line promises: fun, relaxation, and memories that last a lifetime. One of the easiest ways to save is by making the most of what's already included in your fare. Don't overlook the complimentary drinks, which are all available at no extra charge. By taking advantage of these free options, you'll avoid racking up unnecessary charges at specialty restaurants and coffee bars. When it comes to shore excursions, prices can vary wildly, from budget-friendly walking tours to high-end adventures that cost hundreds of dollars. If you're trying to save, consider exploring ports on your own or booking activities through reputable local operators rather than through the cruise line. This way, you'll still get to enjoy unique cultural experiences and sightseeing, but at a fraction of the price. Internet access is another budget buster. Carnival's Wi-Fi is notoriously expensive and not always reliable, but there are ways to cut costs. Booking your package before you sail can save you around 15%, since Carnival offers discounts on pre-cruise purchases. Or, better yet, consider unplugging while at sea and taking advantage of free Wi-Fi at cafes and terminals once you reach port. Many cruisers even treat this as a mini digital detox and come back refreshed. It's crucial to understand that your base fare is only the starting point. Always budget for the mandatory charges like gratuities and port fees, then carefully weigh whether the optional extras are truly worth it for your trip. If you plan ahead, keep track of spending on board, and only splurge where it matters most to you, you'll walk away with an amazing cruise experience without the shock of a bloated bill at the end. One of the biggest wallet traps on board is the professional photos. Carnival has photographers stationed everywhere. While it's fun to pose, those glossy prints usually cost $15 to $25 each, and many families find themselves spending hundreds on pictures they didn't plan for. The smart move is to politely decline the photo ops, or simply take your own pictures with a phone or camera. Another overlooked way to save is by packing your own essentials. Prices in the onboard shops are notoriously inflated. A bottle of sunscreen can run $18 to $20, and even basic items like toothpaste or razors are marked up significantly. To avoid this, bring your own sunscreen, motion sickness medication, water bottles, and snacks for kids. Carnival allows sealed snacks like granola bars, which can save you from buying pricey treats on board or at port. Think of it this way: spending $15 at Walmart before the cruise could easily save you $100 or more once you're on board. The casino and spa are also designed to separate you from your cash. While a quick spin on the slot machine can be fun, it's important to set strict limits before you go. The odds are not in your favor, and it's easy to lose track when you're charging everything to your sail and sign card. The spa, on the other hand, offers tempting services like massages and facials, but even a basic massage starts at $199, and prices climb quickly from there. Instead of paying extra, you can lean into Carnival's free entertainment options. Every ship has Broadway-style production shows, comedy clubs, deck parties, karaoke, live music, and trivia, all included in your fare. Many first-time cruisers make the mistake of paying for extras like bingo cards, premium fitness classes, or exclusive events, thinking they'll miss out otherwise. In reality, Carnival packs the schedule with free activities from morning to night. If you plan ahead using the Carnival Hub app, you can easily fill your days without spending a dime. Room service is another sneaky area where fees creep in. Carnival used to offer it for free, but now most menu items carry a charge. For drinks, take advantage of Carnival's Bring Your Own allowance. Each adult guest can bring 1 bottle of wine or champagne, 750 milliliters, and up to 12 cans of soda or juice on embarkation day. This might not sound like much, but if you enjoy a glass of wine each evening, that's $40 to $60 saved compared to buying by the glass. Families with kids also benefit. Packing a 12-pack of juice boxes means you won't have to pay $3 to $4 each time your child wants a drink outside of mealtime. Finally, be mindful of impulse purchases on board. Carnival's duty-free shops, jewelry counters, and art auctions are designed to create a sense of urgency with limited-time sales. But many of these so-called deals can actually be found cheaper on land or online. Likewise, art auctions can be fun to watch, but buyers often regret splurging on a painting after the champagne buzz wears off. A good rule of thumb: if you wouldn't buy it at home, don't buy it at sea. By staying alert to these hidden expenses and making a few strategic choices, you can keep your final bill from spiraling out of control. Carnival may tempt you at every turn with add-ons, but the real secret is knowing when to say no. A little planning, like bringing your own basics, skipping unnecessary extras, and sticking to the included options, lets you enjoy the fun of cruising without draining your wallet.